And now, back to the Ask the Dom Show on 102.5 The Bone.
And this is Larry Coggins, who is the president, director of MADD. And we've heard from doctors, obviously. We've heard from a plaintiff's lawyer. And for listeners who weren't listening to the entire show, why has MADD actually put out it looks like a press release or a letter that MADD opposes? MADD has stepped in and is against House Bill 837 for, obviously, you're not for plaintiffs' lawyers or insurance companies or for the doctors. You're worried about drunk driving victims. How does this affect drunk driving victims?
Well, we were talking earlier. This is, at the entire core of our mission, and this is an entire population of victims that people simply forget about, and that's the victims, that live with these injuries forever from impaired driving crashes. This is going to re-victimize and re-traumatize these folks over and over again, especially when they can get to the point where they can get a settlement to help them out with their losses, with their injuries, with their lifelong injuries that they will, in a lot of DUI and not even DUI crashes, but vehicle crash victims overall suffer with, and then they're going to, essentially get kicked in the teeth again. It's bad enough you've been hit by a drunk driver. It's bad enough you were hit by a reckless driver, and then your insurance company or their insurance company or someone's insurance company that you've paid into and you thought were going to be there to stand behind you, and all the little advertising buzz clips they all tell you about you're in good hands and all that good stuff and we're the rock. They're not. They are out to limit what you can get. When a jury doesn't understand what a person's going through and a jury doesn't understand what it's going to cost them financially, don't even think about mentally and all that right now, but financially.
Well, when you say that, just for the listeners, I thought it was very interesting that this bill we think of our judicial system as when we can't agree, you take 6 people off the street, you throw them in the jury box, you let them hear everything, and then they get to make a decision. This House bill is going to limit what juries can hear, right, Keith?
Absolutely, and they're not going to be able to.
That's amazing. I could see maybe, we want to pay doctors certain amounts where you can argue about that, but we want to limit what a jury can hear in a courtroom.
That's right. And that is extremely concerning to us when the victims' stories can't be told and what they go through can't be told. Because let's face it, a vehicle crash, impaired driver or not, can strike any one of us at any given moment. And that could be somebody sitting in that jury box. To know that they're not going to hear the whole story and what's going on, if this is so great and such an awesome thing to do for mankind, what are you scared of? Why don't you want us to know what this victim is going through?
That's our whole jury system. That's the way we resolve disputes. We bring people into the courtroom, and we let the jury hear both sides. So that's how it relates down to the common man, Spike. If you got in an accident and you had lots of bills and your insurance company was screwing you and you took them to a jury trial and you wanted your lawyer to stand up and tell that jury everything you've been going through and all the finances, this bill would limit what your lawyer would be able to tell that jury.